Hi everyone, it's Shari Carroll for SimonsSaysStamp.com with a fun card idea using some Simon exclusive products. I'm starting off with the Bubbles and Bar cling stamp, and this is a nice 6x6 cling stamp, and also sea glass ink from Simon Says Stamp. The first thing I want to do is to start inking this up really well, and I'll be over inking like I usually do and overlapping my ink marks. I want to try to get this as smoothed out as I can since it's such a large area of rubber. When inking up a large stamp like this, you sometimes get marks from the ink pad. I find it helpful just to tap around a little bit, just real lightly, and once I'm ready I can go ahead and I'm going to set my paper right on top of this and make sure I line this up. The next thing, I'll be grabbing a spare sheet of typing paper or computer paper, and I'm going to go ahead and just press around and make sure that I really push this paper into the stamp. If you notice, I'll switch my hands. I'll have one holding it down while the other is rubbing it around, and then I'll switch out and hold it down with the other hand and then rub around on the other edges. You really want to make sure that you have pressed in all the areas since it is such a large, bold stamp. And I am an overachiever, and I'm just going to keep doing this until I'm ready to pop this up. So here I'm going to go ahead and peel this off the stamp, and now I have a really great impression. I have trimmed my panel down to fit onto a top folding card, but I do want to add a little interest of color. So I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of that left edge, and I've trimmed some paper up from the +1 6x6 pad by Amy Tangerine. And I'll go ahead and flip this over, and I'll go ahead and line up my paper, and I'll press that down and trim it up once I'm done. I've added another strip of paper, and this has little feathers on it, and I've cut the end in a banner cut. I'm loving all the grays with the sea glass. So I have my birds on my block, and I have another sheet of the Amy Tangerine paper, and I'm using my black archival ink, and I'm inking up my birds. I've put them both on the block at the same time since I'll be stamping in the same color. Plus I've aligned them on the block how I want them to sit on the card, and I will line this up onto the pattern of the paper. So I want the pattern of the paper to sit horizontal on my card. So go ahead and turn this a little bit, and once I'm ready I'll go ahead and stamp these down. I've decided I want the wings to have a little bit different pattern paper, so this one's just a really nice like typewritten type paper. And again, I'll go ahead and ink up my birds. I'm just going to make sure that I have the ink on the winged parts. I don't have to do the entire bird. And again, I'll line these up to where I want those to sit horizontally. And once I'm ready, I'll go ahead and stamp those down. I've done some die cutting. I've cut out my hello from the slate cardstock, and that's a Simon Says Stamp cardstock and die. I've also hand cut my little birds right to the edge of the ink line and glued them down to some birds that were cut from Nina White cardstock. This gives them a really nice white line around and a nice finished edge. So I'm gluing down my hello using my two-way glue pen. This is my preferred way of gluing down these really small, fine detailed dies. The birds for this card are from the We're Expecting set, and I wanted to show you that you can use them for everyday cards as well. So I'm titling this one Hello Birdies. And once I'm done adding my little glue dots to the back of my hello, I can finish this up by just going ahead and pressing this right down onto that little cut banner. So here's another look at my finished card using the Simon Says Stamp exclusive products. Thanks for watching.